Good afternoon and welcome to Montclair-Kimberley Academy, Montclair, New Jersey, for the New Jersey Non-Public Group B sectional final between the Pope John Lions and the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Hi everyone, Mike Formasano here, calling today's sectional final for you. The Pope John Lions advancing to today's game with wins over St. Mary's of Rutherford last Friday by a score of 5-4, and then defeating Morristown Beard this past Wednesday by a score of 6-3. Meanwhile, Montclair-Kimberley getting through to the final. Wins over Newark Academy 1-0. St. Thomas Aquinas 2-0. But the pitcher who went for Montclair-Kimberley on those two games, number 14, Alessandro Rizio, is not able to pitch today since he pitched on Wednesday. So Montclair-Kimberley turning the duties over to Brooks Barrett, number 13, starting today against the freshman sensation Beckett Weeks for Pope John. Beckett has had a phenomenal season for Pope John, with a 1.79 ERA. So Beckett gets the start today and looking to duplicate what Miles Missoni did over the past two games for Pope John. Let's go over the rosters for today. We start with Montclair-Kimberley. Number 1, Jeremy Larson. Number 2, Riley Guarino. Number 4, Antonio Souza. 5 is Ethan Costa Fernandez. Number 5, Michael Relatos. Number 6, Josh Katz. Number 7, Shane Ivers. 8, Jake Rendino. 9, Finn Ballon. 11, Mason Ewing. 12, Lucas Barbetta. 13, Brooks Barrett. 14, Alessandro Rizio. 17, Quinn Calissimo. 18, Ellis Miller. Number 23, Trevor Galvin. 24, Ethan Williams. 25, Weston Rookie. 27, Joey Negro. 30, Colin Duffy. By number 33, Michael Horsberg. 72, Arthur Strauss. 88, Henry Court. And number 99, Henry Gottfried. The manager of the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. The top seed is Mike Sasso. Assistant coaches Corey Martinez, Mackay Booker, and Max Herman. For the Pope John Lions, we start with number 2, Drew Sapolsky. Number 3, Nick Stribble. Number 5, Jason Snyder. 6, Andrew Pammy. 8, Alex Rakowski. 9, Daniel Burns. 10, Beckett Weeks. 11, Jack Portman. 12, Daniel Gigante. 13, Brody O'Hara. 14, Evan Rose. 15, Miles Missoni. 16, Jake Piotrowski. 17, Liam Brody. 19, Brendan Opat. 20, Will Ryan. 21, Lucas Mazzaros. 23, Patrick Black. 24, Evan Gunter. 25 is Evan Johnson. 29, Liam Jones. 31, Joseph Banco. And number 45, Justin Smith. Mason Giordano is out on injury. The president of the Catholic Academy, Sussex County, is Father Michael Parisi. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. The trainers, Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. The manager of the Pope John Lions is James Manco. The assistant coaches, Ben Perez, Sean Bierman, Justin Provost, and Peter Corcoran. I am Mike Formasano. We are here live at Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey. It is the sectional final between the Pope John Lions and the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Opening lineup for the Pope John Lions, we start leading off number 20, Will Ryan, playing shortstop. Batting second, number 25, Evan Johnson, playing first base. Jack Portman, the right fielder, batting third. Batting fourth, the cleanup spot, Andrew Pammy, catching. Nick Stribble playing second base, he's batting fifth. Brody O'Hara in left field, batting sixth. The seventh hitter, Lucas Mazzaros, DH. The eighth batter in the lineup, number 8, Alex Rakowski. And in the 9 hole, number 31, Joseph Manco, playing center field. The starting pitcher for the Pope John Lions is Beckett Weeks. On the hill for Montclair-Kimberley is number 13, Brooks Barrett. His battery mate, Lucas Barbetta, number 12. First base, Shay Ivers. Second base, Wes Naruki. Shortstop, Quinn Carlissimo. Third base, Alessandro Rizio. Left field, Josh Katz. Jake Rendino, center field. And the right fielder, Henry Court. We're all set for baseball. It is the sectional final between the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars and the Pope John Lions. Leading off for Pope John is number 20, Will Ryan. My apologies for the camera today, as we do not have the ability to be able to film behind home plate. It's so close to the batter's box, so we will do the best we can. Here's the pitch. Ball. 1-0. Again, we're going to have to go with the fence being in the way here, so Just look at it as like a split screen. Here's the 1-0 by Barrett. Fouled off, out of play. 1-1. Not a pitch. 2-1. Here's the pitch by Barrett. Fouled off, out of play. Barrett chose the rubber. On deck for Pope John, number 25, Evan Johnson. Barrett with the pitch. Popped up, out of play, behind home plate.
Let's go, fellas. Stay locked. Let's go, Will. Let's go, Will. Come on, Will. Let's go, Will. Will, hold on, mate. Hey, 2-0.
Barrett into the wide, the pitch. Grounder into the hole. The shortstop digs, throws to first, and it's wide. Will Ryan on first base. And Pope John gets a start here that they desperately want. So Ryan on first. And again, with this camera work today, you're going to have to work with me. We're going to have to go old school and basically listen to it like a radio broadcast. We'll give you as much video as possible, but
Let's go, EJ.
but that's the way baseball should be, right? On the radio, listening in the middle of the backyard, mowing the lawn, cold drink, maybe some lemonade. Batting for Pope John, the first baseman, number 25, Evan Johnson. So Ryan on first with the errant throw from the shortstop, Quinn Carlissimo. And we know that Barrett is not the number one starter for Montclair-Kimberley, so Pope John looking to shake his confidence early. Johnson adjusting, steps back in the batter's box. The winner of this game will advance to the state final, where they will take on the winner of Gloucester Catholic and Bishop Eustace. Barrett with the pitch. Ryan goes. Here's the throw down to second. Not in time. Will Ryan steals second. And now the Lions with a runner in scoring position. You can feel the energy and the buzz coming from the crowd here for Pope John.
Let's go, EJ. Let's go, Ed. Let's go, Cat.
Barrett at the belt. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. First pitch was a ball, so.
1-2 fly, short up now. Let's go, Cat.
Now Barrett looks Ryan back. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-1. Will Ryan on second. Evan Johnson at the plate. On deck for Pope John is Jack Portman, number 11. Lions a 6th seed in this non-public Group B bracket. Here's the pitch. Ryan goes for third. It's fouled off by Johnson. Out of play.
Let's go. Come on. Come on, Evan. Good job, kid.
Strikes on, right? Yeah, 2 strikes. No, there might have only been one. Yeah,
So 2-2 count to Evan Johnson. Ryan on second. And Barrett steps off. Wasn't sure whether to come to the plate or not, so. You gotta believe that Pope John's already in Barrett's head. He looks shaky out there. Here's the pitch. Ryan goes. Here's the throw down to third. Not in time. Will Ryan steals third. And now Pope John, with no outs, has the lead run on third base.
Let's go, Ev! Wow.
If I have to shout for the next 7 innings, I will happily do so. This Pope John crowd is in a lather here. The pitch fouled off Johnson, and he stays alive. Barrett looks in, deals. Liner to second base, they're going to run home. The throw from second on to first in time, but Will Ryan scores, and Pope John takes a 1-0 lead. Evan Johnson with the RBI groundout, 4-3, and Ryan scores from third, and a celebration by the Pope John Lions. Now 1 down, and the batter, Jack Portman.
Hey, Port!
Hey, buddy, what is that?
Let's go,
So now Barrett deals. Popped up out of play, behind home plate. Pope John doing exactly what they wanted to do. Get on the board early and give some support to starting pitcher Beckett Weeks and let him take the Lions the rest of the way. That is the game plan today for Pope John. The more that Pope John can build this lead, the better. Pitch is outside, 1-1. Again, my apologies for basically the split screen. We have nowhere else to film, and we're on an angle here where we can't get the pitcher down and home plate. As we were booted behind home plate by Montclair-Kimberley, so can't stand behind home plate. 2-1. So that's the price you pay for playing on the road, but we'll bring it to you as best we can. Here's the pitch by Barrett. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Or 2-2. Check that. 1 down here in the top of the first. Pope John already with a 1-0 lead over Montclair-Kimberley. Here's the pitch. Grounder, foul.
Let's go, Port.
Come on out, Port, let's go. Hey, out, Port, let's go. Come on out, Port, come on, Port. Come on, Port, let's go, kids.
Brooks Barrett looks in.
Let's go, kids. Come on, 11.
Here's the pitch. Low. 3-2. So full count to the left-hander.
Let's go, Woods.
Here's the pitch. High fly ball, way back, and away it goes. Home run, Jack Portman. He sent that all the way back to Sparta. Jack Portman with a solo homer, and Pope John takes a 2-0 lead. What a shot by Jack Portman! And Pope John with a 2-0 lead. What a start for Pope John! Looking for a sectional championship. And now the manager, Mike Sasso, out to the mound to talk to Brooks Barrett to settle him down. 1 out, and Pope John has a 2-0 lead on the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. An RBI ground out, scoring Will Ryan from Evan Johnson, and then Jack Portman sending one all the way back to the Catholic Academy. Now at the plate, Andrew Pammy. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike.
Come on, 6.
Barrett with the pitch. Called strike 2. 0-2 to Pammy.
Let's go, Pam.
Here's the pitch. Popped up. Shallow left field. The shortstop will race out and the lip of the outfield grass makes the catch. Two down for Montclair-Kimberley. And now the batter for Pope John is number 3, Nick Struble. We are live from Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey, and it looks like the bullpen is already underway for the Cougars. 2-0 Pope John here in the top of the first. Here's a pitch.
No.
Low, ball 1.
No.
Hey, that's Struble, let's go.
Go, Struble, come on,
Hey, that's Struble.
Barrett looks in. Here's the pitch. In there, close strike. 1-1 to Struble. On deck for Pope John, number 13, Brody O'Hara. Here's the pitch. Grounder in the hole, base hit for Nick Struble. The left fielder throws it in, so Struble with a base hit, and Pope John starts up another rally. Now the batter, number 13, Brody O'Hara. This is the sectional final of the North Jersey non-public Group B bracket. The winner will be sectional champions, North Jersey champions, and will go on to the state final on Wednesday. That'll be on NJ.com, by the way. They do have exclusivity, but I will see you there if Pope John advances. Wednesday, against the winner of Gloucester Catholic and Bishop Eustace. Barrett looks in. Struble on first. Here's the pitch. Oh, inside. And Struble goes, and he's in there. A stolen base for Nick Struble. And so now another runner in scoring position for John.
Let's go, Brody. Come on, Brody. Let's go, Brody.
Now the pitch. Fouled off, out of play.
Come on, baby. Let's go 1-3. Let's go 1. Let's go 1. Bro, kid. Hit one here. Hit one here.
Overcast day here. Well, partly cloudy. Very humid. Very summer-like. Mid-80s. Hazy, hot, and humid.
Hey, let's go, Brody.
Here's a pitch back. Liner. Through the hole. Base hit. He'll score. An RBI signal for Brody O'Hara. And Pope John leads 3-0. And a celebration for the Pope John Lions as Struble crosses the plate. An RBI signal by left fielder Brody O'Hara. And it's 3-0 Pope John. Now the batter, Lucas Mazzaros. Here's the pitch. Gets away. Joe O'Hara will head back to first.
What do you say now, Lucas? Come on, let's go.
Got fouled off by Mazzaros. 3-0 Pope John here in the top of the first. O'Hara on first base. Mazzaros at the dish. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play. Again, my apologies for the camera work today. We were set up behind home plate and got kicked out, so this is the best we can do. So again, just take it as like a radio broadcast with some highlights in the background.
Come on, baby. Back.
Throw back to first. And O'Hara's back safely.
Come on, baby.
Now the pitch. Grounder down the third baseline, foul. So Montclair-Kimberley, who has only scored 3 runs in the 2 playoff games this past week and hadn't let up any, now down 3-0 before they even get a chance to bat.
Hey now, Lucas.
Hey, Lucas.
Mazzaros at the dish. Count is 1-2. Barrett with the pitch. Liner to short, and he bobbles it. It gets past him into center field.
Another one.
So Mazzaros gets on, and O'Hara to second, and Pope John with another rally. And now the batter, the 8-hitter, Alex Rakowski.
Let's go, Alex. Keep it going. Keep it going, Alex.
We'll see if Pope John can add to this 3-0 lead. Barrett with the pitch. Low, ball 1. Pope John off to a terrific start in this top of the first. Here's the pitch by Barrett. Oh, he hit him in the elbow. And Rakowski would take first. And now the base is loaded. And the batter, Joseph Manko. And Manko can put a dagger into the hopes of the Cougars. 3-0 and the base is full with 2 down here in the top of the first.
Hey, let's go, Joe. Let's go 3-1. Come on.
If you're a horse racing fan, you remember the Belmont Stakes in 1973. I know, it's a long time ago. You remember a horse by the name of Secretariat. And he put that race away by 30 lengths. It was done before the quarter pole. Well, Pope John could do that to Montclair-Kimberley today. Fouled off out of play, right behind home plate. A 3-0 lead. And a possible big fly by Mango could give them a 7-0 lead. Barrett looks in, already on the ropes. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes to Manko. Equated another way. Remember Tyson Spinks in '88? Heavyweight boxing? Took 91 seconds for Iron Mike to knock out Spinks. We're on the verge right now. Here's the pitch by Barrett. Outside, 1-2. Mango taking all the way.
Hey, let's go, Joe. Let's go 3-1.
Here's the pitch by Barrett. Inside, 2-2. Mango saying to hit him.
Hey, Joe, you want to hit? Let's go. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Drive it somewhere.
Oh, Mango still at the plate, 2-2. Barrett looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off out of play. Oh, he was swinging for the fences there, man.
Let's go, Joe. All you, all you.
Count holds at 2-2. 2 down. O'Hara on third. Mazzaros on second. Rakowski on first. Manko at the dish. He is looking for a feast. Now the pitch. In there, called strike 3. And Montclair-Kimberley gets out of the first inning. But not before Pope John scores 3 runs, including a solo homer by Jack Portman. And at the end of a half inning, it's Pope John 3, Montclair-Kimberley coming to bat. We'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Hey, we're good. We'll get it back. Keep it going. Mazzaros.
Hey, be sharp out here all day. Defense, let's go.
Mazzaros.
They're all over there somewhere.
Just keep it simple, though. Come on.
Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey for Pope John Lions baseball. The sectional final of the North Jersey non-public Group B bracket between the 6th seed Pope John Lions and the number 1 seed Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Let's go over the lineup for Montclair-Kimberley. We start with number 12, Lucas Barbetta. He's the catcher. Batting second and playing center field, number 8, Jake Rendino. Batting third, number 17, Quinn Carlissimo. He's playing short. The cleanup hitter, number 14, Alessandro Rizzio, playing third base. The pitcher, Brooks Barrett, he's batting fifth, number 13. Batting sixth, Number 7, Shea Avers, he's first base. Josh Katz, the left fielder. Number 6, he's batting 7th. Batting 8th, number 25, Wes Naruki. He is the second baseman. And batting 9th, number 88, right fielder Henry Court. On the mound for the Pope John Lions, number 10, freshman, but doesn't pitch like a freshman anymore, Beckett Weeks. Weeks is battery mate today, number 6, Andrew Pammy. The first baseman, Evan Johnson. Second base, Nick Struble. Shortstop, Will Ryan. And third base, Alex Rakowski. In left field, Brody O'Hara. The center fielder, Joseph Manko. And the right fielder, number 11, Jack Portman. With the DH, Lucas Bizarros. 3 runs for Pope John in the top of the first. And they look to protect it here in the bottom. And the infield out to talk to Weeks in what is possibly the biggest start of his life to this point. Pope John has given him a 3-0 lead, and they'll look to build on it later in the game. But right now, the batter for Montclair-Kimberley is number 12, Lucas Barbetta. We go to our split screen again. Here's the pitch. Strike. 0-1. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 2. Oh, Weeks has the velocity today. If he has the control, they're not touching him. Beckett Weeks with the pitch. Fouled off, out of play on the first base line. Will Ryan got on base to start the top of the first. He stole second, took third, and then Evan Johnson drove him home with an RBI ground out. And then Jack Portman with a solo homer. Lions added one more. It's 3-0. Pitch is high. 1-2. And now a lot of chatter from the Montclair-Kimberley bench, imploring Barbetta to get on. Here's Weeks with the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Barbetta down on strikes, and Beckett racks up strikeout number 1. And you can see that smile on Beckett Weeks' face, and he looks comfortable out there today, which is a great sign for Pope John. Now the batter, number 8, Jake Rendino. Here's the pitch by Weeks. One and 0. Weeks delivers. Called strike. 1-1. Now Beckett at the belt. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. 1-2 to the center fielder, Rendino.
Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Let's go.
Beckett looks, delivers, high. 2-2. Field very similar to the one at Pope John High School with the clay mound and the artificial turf around all the bases. Grounder, back to Weeks. Weeks fields, throws to first in time. He bobbled it a little bit, but that's okay. Weeks settles down, gains control, and then flips to Evan Johnson for the out. 2 down here quickly in the bottom of the first. And now the batter for Montclair-Kimberley is Quinn Carlissimo. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off into the batting cage. 0-1.
Hey, Becky. Let's go, Tim. Let's go, kid.
Now the pitch. Grounder down the third base line. Foul. And now the count 0-2. And the freshman Beckett Weeks, 1 strike away from getting out of the first inning. 1-2-3. Now the pitch. High pop-up. Shallow right field. Portman's in. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Beckett Weeks. We are through one here in Montclair, New Jersey. It's Pope John 3, Montclair-Kimberley no score. We'll be back for top of the second action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. They're already in their bullpen, boys.
They get started again, Will. Let's go.
New wing.
Oh, that was quick. Hey, watch.
That was almost new arm.
Hey, new arm, new arm.
Still simple. Still simple. Hey, don't let. Hey, no. You gotta go. Yeah, I know, but you gotta go. And don't let that. Don't. If he doesn't call, so what? Go after
11.
11. So
Yeah, Mason Ewing.
go after that.
No worries.
Pitch, all right? You're good.
Watch change here.
Hey, let's go. Change, Will. You know what I mean? That's just
Welcome back to Montclair, New Jersey for start of the top of the second inning. And we have a pitching change. Montclair-Kimberley takes out Brooks Barrett and replaces him with number 11, Mason Ewing. The freshman coming in for Montclair-Kimberley in relief of Brooks Barrett, who went one inning and gave up 3 runs, including a solo jack by Jack Portman. Well, the Lions batted around in that first inning, so they're going to lead off with their leadoff hitter, number 20, Will Ryan. Will started things off with a base hit, stole a couple of bases, and then came home on an RBI ground up by Evan Johnson. And then Jack Portman sent one all the way back to Sparta on a solo shot over the right center field fence. Lions added one more, and they lead 3-0. My apologies for the split screen here at Montclair-Kimberley as I was booted out behind home plate. How's that for home hospitality? Well, you listen, it's close to home plate, I get it. My thanks to the NJSIA for the permissions to be able to go ahead and do this game today. So, here's the pitch. Ball, 1-0. The state final, if Pope John gets there, that will be Wednesday, and I think it's Hamilton Township, against the winner of Gloucester Catholic versus Bishop Eustace. Pitch is high, 2-0.
Let's go, 2-0. Come on, Pete.
That will be carried by NJ.com, so this is, one way or another, our last broadcast of the 2024-25 school year. Here's the pitch. Popped up out of play. And what a way it would be to finish with a sectional championship. Pope John is 1/7 of the way there.
Hey, now, Will, let's go. Come on now.
Hey, Willie.
Ewing looks in. 2-1 count to Ryan. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. 2-2.
Let's go, Will.
3-0 Pope John over Montclair-Kimberley.
Let's go, 2-0.
Now the pitch. Low in the dirt. Full count to Will Ryan. On deck, Evan Johnson.
Hey, Will.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Ryan down on strikes. Good velocity by Mason Ewing there. The freshman coming with heat. So now Evan Johnson to the dish. 1 down, top of the second. 3-0 Pope John over the Cougars from Montclair-Kimberley. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. Here's the pitch by Ewing. High. 2-0. Mason Ewing, a freshman for this Montclair-Kimberley staff. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. High strike, 2-1. Ewing looks in. Here's the pitch. Called strike. 2-2. On deck, Jack Portman. Now the pitch. Called strike 3. Johnson did not like it. From the angle I see, you can't tell, but I'll tell you right now, Evan Johnson did not like where that pitch was. So now the batter, Jack Portman. Portman 1 for 1, a solo homer in the top of the first, facing Mason Ewing, the freshman, for Montclair-Kimberley. Ewing deals. High, ball 1.
So early, you know when you're early that you're in your league? I do it like this, and I...
Chatter from the Pope John dugout right behind me.
Whatever. It's fine.
Here's the pitch. It hit him. Oh, Portman will take first, and he didn't like that. So Portman will take first. And now the batter, catcher, Andrew Pammy.
Let's go, Pam.
Come on, Pam, let's go. Hey, now, Pam.
Let's go, Pammy. Come on, 6. Let's go.
I wish I could shoot from this angle, but it's just this. Can't see home plate. Trying the best we can. I'm going to have to go with the halfway. Here's a pitch. Ooh. Down the left field line. Foul. Left fielder can't get to it. Had some distance, but it hooked foul. 2 down here, top of the second. Pope John with a 3-0 lead.
Let's go, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Here's the pitch by Ewing. Liner down the left field line. It's going to hook foul. So Pammy has a beat on the pitch, but hooks it just foul. He straightens it out. That could be trouble for the Cougars.
Come now, Pammy. Hey, 6.
Ewing looks in. Throw back to first. And Portman's back safely.
Let's go, Pam. Come on, Andy. Come on, Pam.
Hey, Pam. Hey, Pam.
Let's go, 6. Let's go. Let's go.
Pick! Pick!
Hey, Pammy. Come on.
Pick! Stay tight! Let's go, Pammy!
Hey, all you Pammy, let's go, 6.
Let's go, Pammy. Come on.
Now Barrett looks in. And there goes Portman. Fouled off by Pammy.
Hey, Pammy.
Come on, 6, let's go. Come on now, Pammy, let's go. Come on, Pam, let's go. Come on now, Pam.
Go, Pammy!
Hey, now, Pam, let's go. Let's go, let's go, Pam.
Here's a pitch. Low in the dirt. And Portman stays at
Port!
Ewing looks in. Here's the pitch. Portman goes. Fouled off again by Pammy.
Let's go, 6. Come on, Pam.
Andrew Pammy. Look at the drive home. Pope John's 4th run. Portman's on first. Full count. 2 outs. And Ewing steps off. Now the pitch by Ewing. High pop-up. On the infield. Shortstop calls, makes the catch. We're through an inning and a half. It remains 3-0 Pope John over Montclair-Kimberley. We'll be back for bottom of the second action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Try and find a better angle, so we're going to work with that throughout the game until we get one. We'll be back. Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
I'm back at
There's no angle with that fence. Do you mind if I peek in over here, guys? Is that all right? I don't want to block anybody.
I can hear you live. Perfect.
There's no video, though. We'll do this. I mean, it's not ideal, but I think we can make it work.
Can I get a picture of the roster real quick? We don't have any numbers.
There you go. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Absolutely. First run was Evan Johnson grounding out the second.
Yeah, he scored well.
Yeah,
And then Portland
Jack.
hit a home run.
I don't remember the third.
Me neither. So who's up next?
Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey for Pope John Lions baseball. Sectional finals of the North Jersey non-public Group B. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. Here's the first pitch by Beckett Weeks. Ball one. We're going to try this angle. This is the clearest we can get as close to the field because we're not able to be behind home plate. And the fence is just not working out right on the first base side. So it's a little bit of a distance here, but if you zoom in, you can get it. At least you can get the whole field this way, and I'll track it as best as possible. Anyway, the count is 2-0 now. And the batter for Montclair-Kimberley is Alessandro Rizzio. Here's the pitch. 3-0.
Hey, deep breath. Hey, reset.
Go, Beckett!
Beckett toes the rubber.
Oh, come on, Beckett. Right at him, kid. Come on, Beckett. All the way back, kid.
Looks in. Here's the 3-0 count to Rizzio. Ball four. So a four-pitch walk to the senior. And Montclair-Kimberley with a runner on. So, batter now, number 13, Brooks Barrett.
Here we go, BK!
Barrett stays in the game even though he was pulled from the pitcher's mound, so.
Go, Beckett, kid!
Here we go, Beck.
Weeks looks in, delivers. Liner to center field. Oh, what a play by Struble. Now he drops, but he kept it on the infield, so wasn't able to make the catch, but was able to knock it down. So Montclair-Kimberley with runners on first and second and no outs. Nice play by Struble to get there, just wasn't able to corral it. Now chatter from the Montclair-Kimberley bench, as to be expected. Rizzio on second. Brooks Barrett on first. Now the batter, number 7, Shea Iavers.
Here we go, Beck.
Lions scored 3 times in the top of the first. Montclair-Kimberley, nothing in the bottom of the first. A 1-2-3 inning by Beckett Weeks. But now Weeks in some trouble here in the bottom of the second. No outs, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike.
There we go.
Go, Beckett! Go, Beckett!
Beckett looks in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off into the netting above home plate, out of play. So, quickly, Weeks has Iavers 0-2.
Go, Beckett!
A strikeout here by Weeks would be huge for the freshman.
There you go.
Ball just inside. Weeks wanted that one. 1-2.
Pitch, Beckett!
Here's the pitch by Weeks. Grounder to short. Ryan scoops it up, throws the first, his only play. Nice scoop by Evan Johnson on the low throw, and they get Iavers at first. So Will Ryan gets the sure out, and one down here in the bottom of the second. Meantime, Rizzio advances to third, and Barrett to second. So a base hit by number 6, Josh Katz, could plate 2 for Montclair-Kimberley. One down here, bottom of the second. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. Low, ball one.
Hey, here we go, Vic.
Let's go, Beckett!
Beckett Weeks, the freshman pitcher for Pope John, delivers in the dirt, 2-0. And Rizzio on third, looking to come home, but doesn't chance. You know, that batting cage is so on top of home plate. I can't see anybody scoring on a wild pitch.
Hey, lock it in. Here we go.
One out here. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Low. 3-0. First pitch is open. On deck for Montclair-Kimberley is Weston Rookie, the second baseman. Weeks at the belt. Here's the pitch. Low, ball four. And Katz works a walk. And now the coaches come out to talk to Beckett Weeks to try and settle him down. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. One down. And the batter coming up for Montclair-Kimberley will be the 8-hitter, number 25, Weston Naruki. We're in the bottom of the second here for Montclair, New Jersey. We are at Montclair-Kimberley Academy. It's 3-0 Pope John as the Lions scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning. So now the meeting on the mound is complete. Bases are full of Cougars. Weeks looking for a possible double play. And a way out of this inning here in the bottom of the second. Trying to get out of it unscathed. It's still 3-0, but the bases are full of Cougars. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. Ryan steps on second to first. Double play! What a double play! And Pope John escapes. They walk the tightrope. And after 2 innings, Pope John maintains a 3-0 lead. We'll be back for top of the third action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Let's go, boys. Here we go, Pope John!
That's nuts. That was nuts. That was nuts. I don't think I can sit. Who said it? I really can't sit. Oh my God. Did you get that, Mike? Holy fritters.
Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey for top of the third action in the sectional final of the North Jersey Non-Public Group B bracket. Mike Formisano here, calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us. Top of the third, and Pope John leads Montclair-Kimberley 3-0. And I'll tell you what, Harry Houdini and David Copperfield have nothing on what the Pope John Lions just pulled. A 6-6-3 double play by Will Ryan to Evan Johnson. And Beckett Weeks and the Lions escape damage in the bottom of the second. Now, top of the third, and Nick Strobel leading off for the Pope John Lions against freshman Mason Ewing. I think this camera will work here, so we're going to stay with this at least for the time being. You can see the field. There's no fence in the way, so just wish we had it on Portman's home run. What a drive by Jack Portman. Coaches for Pope John today on third base side, manager James Manco, and on the first base side, Ben Perez. Ben came out to watch all the hockey games with me, and I told him I'd be out for baseball. And I'm glad I've been here all season. Here's the hit by Struble to third base. Fires across the first in time. One down here, top of the third.
Go, Brody.
Now the batter, number 13, Brody O'Hara.
Go, Brody. Come on, Brody, get something going. Brody.
Lions scored 3 times in the top of the first, and they hold a 3-0 lead on the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars.
I mean,
Here's the pitch.
you know what I'm saying?
High fly ball, right center field. It shoots the gap up against the fence. O'Hara to second, and he races in standing. A double by Brody O'Hara, and the Lions have another runner on scoring position. So Pope John threatening again here in the top of the third, and the batter for the Lions is Lucas Mazzaros. What a shot by Brody O'Hara to right center field. Dropped in right between the center and right fielder. And the Lions have something going here in the top of the third. Again, win or lose, this will be the last broadcast we have this season as the potential state final. And let's not talk about it too much. We're still in this game. Will be Wednesday, and that will be exclusively on NJ.com. So lots of people to thank at the end of this broadcast, one way or another. It's been a great season, great year for all Pope John athletics. Lions looking to put the cherry on top with a sectional championship today. Ewing looks back to O'Hara. Now the pitch.
No!
High, ball one.
Go, Lucas.
O'Hara standing on second. Mazzaros looking for a big hit.
Go, Lucas. I think too.
Here's the pitch by Ewing. In there, called strike. 1-1. The South Region section final is being played today by Gloucester Catholic, the top seed, and Bishop Eustace, the number 2 seed. That winner will play the winner of this game. Ewing steps off the rubber and looks O'Hara back.
Go, Lucas.
Here's the pitch by Ewing. Fouled off, out of play.
On it.
Come on it, Lucas.
Here we go, Lucas.
Come on, Lucas. Drive him home. Drive him home.
Count is 1-2 on Mazzaros. One down, top of the third. O'Hara standing on second base.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's got a moderate lead. Ewing checks him back. Here's the pitch by the freshman. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. They say got a piece of it. Count holds 1-2.
Come on, Lucas. Nice and level. Nice and level.
What a year by Pope John. Up and down, had its moments of difficulty, but in the end, it all has paid off to this point. And they're looking to ice it today. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Catcher blocks it, so nowhere for O'Hara to go. And again, it's such a short backstop there between home plate and the back cage.
Let's go, Lucas.
Ewing looks in, delivers. Popped up foul behind home plate.
Fighting here, Lucas. Here we go, Lucas. Here we go, Lucas.
Come on, Lucas. Come on, kid. Drive it. Drive it. Win the battle.
Brody O'Hara on second. One out. Mazzaros at the dish. Alex Rakowski on deck. And Ewing steps off and looks O'Hara back to second. I'll tell you, O'Hara's in Ewing's head right now. Now the pitch by the freshman. In there, called strike 3. Mazzaros down on strikes. Now 2 outs, and the batter is Alex Rakowski. O'Hara on second. Lions looking to plate their 4th run of the game. Activity in the bullpen for Montclair-Kimberley. I can't see who the pitchers are, so. Ewing steps off the rubber. Time called.
Here we go, Alex!
Let's go, Alex!
Come on, Alex.
O'Hara with a lead off second. Rakowski at the dish.
Come on, Alex.
Here's the pitch by Ewing. Low. 1-0. Sky is turned overcast here. Not a threat of rain, but it's keeping the sun away, which is very nice. It was hot, hot, hot on Wednesday. Here's the pitch by Ewing. Fouled off behind home plate. So it's definitely humid here. It's summer-like, but not a furnace, so to speak.
Here we go, 8! Here we go, 8!
Ewing at the belts. Rakowski waiting. O'Hara leading off second.
We'll hit.
Mason Ewing taking his time out there. Every pitch so big.
Go, Alex.
Now the pitch by the freshman. Fouled off by Rakowski. Stays alive. 1-2. 2 down here, top of the 3rd. Brody O'Hara with a double. Standing on second base right now, looking to plate Pope John's potential 4th run.
Come on, Alex.
It showed a stat, I think it was on NJ.com earlier today. If the Lions score 5 more runs in the game, their record's incredible this season. I don't remember what it was, but it's at least, it's something like 10-2. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it is a high winning percentage. Grounder back to the pitcher. The pitcher fields, flips to first in time to get Rakowski, and that's the end of the top of the 3rd. No runs on 1 hit, a double by Brody O'Hara, stranded on base. So at the end of 2.5, it's Pope John 3 and Montclair-Kimberley no score. We'll be back for bottom of the 3rd action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
No, I think today there's air. Usually doesn't happen. I haven't heard anyone these days after Willingham do his thing. I'm pretty far away though.
I've never seen so many crushed cigars in the parking lot. Monster.
Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey for the sectional final of the North Jersey non-public Group B bracket in baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game as the 6th-seeded Pope John Lions are taking on the top seed Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Swing and a miss by Mason Ewing, leading off the bottom of the 3rd. Pope John with a 3-0 lead if you're just joining us. 3 runs in the top of the 1st, including a solo jack by Jack Portman. Here's the pitch. Off the plate. 1-1.
Great spot.
My apologies for the camera angle. This is better than it was the first 2 innings. But booted behind home plate. It was too close to the umpires, I guess, and Montclair-Kimberley not happy with the vicinity of where I was standing, so Here's the pitch by Weeks. Low. 2-2 count to Ewing.
Here we go, back.
Go back it.
Now the pitch by Weeks. Liner down the right field line. Foul. Right in front of us here. As we're just even with the infield and outfield. Maybe a few feet back on the outfield grass.
Go Beckett.
Beckett Weeks. A lot riding on his shoulders today, but he looks up to it. He's got tremendous stuff. He's had an incredible season. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Fouled off, out of play. For Weeks to be able to perform at this level against juniors and seniors in the tightest of games, a credit to the freshman. He'll be an ace for the Pope John pitching staff for years to come. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate. 3-2.
Keep working hard, Beckett. Come on, kid.
Weeks set. Into the line. Fires. Fouled off. Into the cage. Out of play. So Ewing battling with Weeks here. Montclair-Kimberley got through with a 1-0 victory over Newark Academy and a 2-0 win over St. Thomas Aquinas. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. He just got a piece of it.
Hey,
Pope John advanced to today's sectional final with wins over St. Mary's of Rutherford 5-4 and against Morristown Beard 6-3.
Here we go, Ted.
Let's go.
Here's the pitch by Weeks.
There you go.
High, ball 4. Off the plate. So Montclair-Kimberley works a walk.
What is happening?
And now the batter is number 12, Lucas Barbetta.
Reset. Relax, Beckett. Relax, buddy.
It's all right, Beckett. It's all right.
Weeks not happy with the strike zone there by the umpires.
In the middle.
And now pitching courtesy is number 99, Henry Gottfried, to run for Mason Ewing. No outs here, bottom of the third. Lions with a 3-0 lead. Weeks looks in. Here's the pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Johnson, Struble calling for it, makes a catch.
Take charge, Nick.
So Johnson initially settled under, but Struble called him off, and Nick made the catch easily. 1 down. Now the batter for Montclair-Kimberley, number 8, Jake Rendino. Rendino, the center fielder for the Cougars.
Here we go, Ted.
1 out, runner on first. Here's the pitch.
Oh!
In there, called strike.
Woo!
Nice pitch. Here we go. Dig it, buddy. Dig it up.
You're here by yourself or your dad?
Weeks looks in, fouled off, out of play.
Here you go, Ted. Here we go, back. Here we go, back.
Come on, back one more. Go out there, Beckett. Here we go. Put him away, dude.
Counts 0-2.
Thank you, Bryce.
Weeks set. Here's the pitch. Liner over the glove of Struble and into right field for a base hit. Jake Rendino belts 1 to right, and now runners on first and second with 1 down.
Go, roll it.
Now the batter, number 17, Quinn Carlissimo.
Go, Beckett. Here we go, BK.
Well, a double play saved the Lions bacon in the bottom of the second. See if they can get one again here in the bottom of the third. Runners at first and second, 1 down. Weeks at the belt. Delivers in the dirt. 1-0. It's not really dirt, it's turf, but you know what I mean when I say dirt.
Keep working hard. Let's go.
Here we go, back.
Now Beckett is set. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 to Carlissimo, and now the throw back to second, and Court is back. Pammy's tried to pick off. No, it's not Court. My apologies. Court is number 88. 99 is Godfrey. Here's the pitch by Weeks. And a half swing to Rakowski. He'll throw to first in time.
Yes!
So the runners advance up to second and third, but the Lions get a crucial second out. And now the batter, the tying run at the plate, Alessandro Rizzio, number 14, the third baseman. Rizzio is usually the starting pitcher for Montclair-Kimberley. He's been an ace throughout the season, and he pitched brilliantly in both the Newark Academy and St. Thomas Aquinas games. But he pitched on Wednesday, just like Miles Masoni did. So he's not available to pitch today, but he is playing at third. Here's a pitch by Weeks. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Nice movement on that pitch by Weeks.
Here we go, Vic.
Montclair-Kimberley threading here in this bottom of the third. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Tapped back to the pitcher. Weeks will toss it to first in time. Another magic trick pulled by the Lions, getting out of trouble in the bottom of the third. We're through three, and it's Pope John 3, Montclair-Kimberley no score. We'll head to the top of the fourth, and we'll be back right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.
Yeah, but they still pitch $10 million. They got it.
I would like to see that coach again. The one that we did it while he's done with school, or is he still?
He has one more day of school on Monday and finals. Tuesday or Wednesday. If I get a space out of Monday, so that makes it.
Let's go, Joe!
No, not at all. Not at all. Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy for top of the fourth action in today's sectional final between the Pope John Lions and the Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Mike Formasano here, top of the fourth, and Pope John leading off with an attempted bunt by Joseph Manco. It goes foul. The Lions lead 3-0 on 3 runs scored at the top of the first inning, including a solo homer by right fielder Jack Portman. Manco looking to get things started here in the top of the fourth. Mason Ewing back on the mound for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. 0-2 to Manco. On deck, Will Ryan. Lions looking to build on their 3-0 lead, give themselves some room as they've walked the tightrope in the bottom of the second and third innings. Try and give Weeks a little more breathing room. Ewing delivers. High. 1-2. As quickly as Jack Portman has worked all season, Mason Ewing is working in the opposite direction at a snail's pace.
Hey, Joe!
Now Ewing set. Here's the pitch. Swing, he foul tipped it. Stays alive. So Manco stays alive on a 1-2. We're in the top of the fourth inning. This is the sectional final in the Group B for non-public in North Jersey. Pitch is low. 2-2. The winner is crowned sectional champion. So either way, whether you win states or not, you'll win a championship by winning your section. The state championship would be on Wednesday. The winner of this game against the winner of Gloucester Catholic, Bishop Eustace. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Joseph Banco. 1 down. Now the batter, shortstop Will Ryan. What a year for Will.
Let's go, Will. Come on, Will.
Here we go, Will.
Let's go, Will. Come on, Will.
Ewing with the pitch. In there, called strike. Well, I'll tell you what. You go back and watch the top of the first, and you kind of got to watch it as like you're listening on the radio because the video is not great going through the steel cage here for the fence. But pitch is high. 1-1. But the excitement off the bench from Pope John and just the fever pitch that everything was at, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. As game goes on and Pope John continues on this path, you're going to see it increase. High fly ball. Got under it. Center fielder has a bead. Makes the catch. 2 down. Will Ryan just missed that one. About 1/8 of an inch under. Now the batter, number 25, Evans Johnson.
Let's go.
Johnson with an RBI in this game, scoring Ryan in the first inning.
Drive it. Here we go.
Let's go, EJ.
Number 11, Mason Ewing, has pitched well for Montclair-Kimberley in relief of number 13, Brooks Barrett. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Into the cage behind home plate. We're in the top of the 4th. 3-0 Pope John. Ewing looks in. Here's the pitch. Liner into center field. Base hit. Evan Johnson on first with a single. And the batter now, number 11, Jack Portman.
Same thing. Singles, baby.
Well, the Lions do go on and win this sectional championship today. That first inning home run that Jack Portman hit will be one he never forgets. I don't care what he does in college or the pros possibly, and he's a great player. He'll remember that one always. Johnson back to first. Lions lead 3-0 here, top of the 4th, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Portman. High. 1-0.
Let's go, Portman.
No updates to give you, no other games going on. All the other schedules are complete. This is it. Sectional final today. If Pope John wins, they go on to the state final on Wednesday. And then your athletics are done for the 2024-25 school year. In fact, graduation for the seniors was today, so congratulations to all the seniors. They'll always be part of the Pope John family. Ball off the plate. Looking forward to seeing these 9 seniors back next year to visit during baseball season. Hold every one of them accountable. Want to see all 9 of them out there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to Portman.
Here we go, Jack.
Come on, Jack. Come on, 40. Come on, drive him home.
Ewing steps off. Johnson with a moderate lead off first. Now pretty big. Ewing steps off again.
Jack.
2-1 count to Portman. 2 outs. Johnson on first. Here's the pitch. Fouled off into the cage above home plate. Out of play. It's one of those cages you see in the middle schools and elementary schools where it's rounded. It's not a big cage, but it's, you know, big enough to cover the area, but there's no room behind home plate. Hence why we're not filming back there, I'm assuming. I was told to get out, so. Here's the throwback. Johnson's safe.
Let's go, Jack. Hey, you're big here, Jack.
Ewing looks in. Here's the pitch. Off the plate. Full count on Portman. Ewing toes the rubber. Johnson with a big lead off first. Here's the pitch. Johnson goes. In the dirt. Ball 4. Portman works a walk. And Johnson the second. And now the batter for Pope John, catcher Andrew Pammy.
Come on, Pammy. Come on, kid.
2 down here, top of the 4th. The Lions threatening again. A 3-0 lead. And they're looking to turn into either 4, 5, or 6. Ewing set. Checks the runners. Checks him again. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1. And Pammy can do a lot to help out his battery mate Beckett Weeks with a base hit right here. Ewing set. Delivers. In there. Called strike.
All right, come on, Pammy.
1-1 to the catcher.
Come
On deck for Pope John, second baseman Nick Struble. First and second, 2 down. And Ewing steps off. Now Ewing set, checks the runners, checks him again, steps off. I said this in the Morristown Beard game, and I believe this. Portman was dancing off second and irritated the Morristown Beard pitcher so much that he balked. I'd be dancing and moving all around second base to try and distract him right now. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play. So you could definitely see that the runners are in Ewing's head.
Let's go, Andrew!
1-2 count, 2 out. Top of the 4th. Ewing throws back to second. And Johnson's back there safely. Mason Ewing intent on keeping the runners close. I wonder if he's had that same intention on the batter. Now he steps off again.
Let's go, baby!
Johnson, lead off second. Portman with a big lead off first. Pammy waiting. Here's the 1-2. Popped out. Out of play. Into the netting above the cage. So we'll do it again. 1-2, 2 out. Pammy at the plate. And Ewing steps off again. Wow.
Here we go, Pammy. Don't give it to him. Here we go, baby. Go, Pammy.
Mason Ewing trying to decide whether or not to hold the runners close or pitch to the plate. Now he steps off again. That's a big spot, there's no doubt. Now Ewing looks in. Here's the pitch. Grounder. Into the hole, it's short. Makes the... Oh, he has no play. He made the play to scoop it up, but Pammy beat it down the line. Good hustle by the catcher for Pope John. And so the shortstop, Quinn Carlissimo, has to eat it. And the bases are loaded now. Now, catcher courtesy, Jake Piotrowski to run for Andrew Pammy. And now, Nick Struble at the dish. And I'll tell you what, Struble has had big hit after big hit this season. And the Lions looking for another big one right now. 3-0, but a chance to break this game wide open. 2 outs, top of the fourth.
Here we go, Nick.
Mason Ewing, the freshman. He's got the bags full. Checks the runners. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. 0-1 to Struble.
Here we go, Struble. Need one. Here we go.
Ewing now looks in. Now the pitch to Struble. High fly ball, right field, right to the right fielder, and he makes the catch. Henry Corder the beat on it, and that's the third out of the inning. Well, the Lions leave the bases loaded. At the end of 3.5, it is Pope John 3, Montclair-Kimberley, no score. We'll be back for bottom of the fourth action right after this on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Montclair-Kimberley Academy in Montclair, New Jersey, where Pope John Lions baseball. This is the sectional final of the North Jersey non-public Group B bracket between the 6th-seeded Pope John Lions and the top-seed Montclair-Kimberley Cougars. Mike Formisano here, calling today's sectional final. And I'll tell you what, the raucousness and the cheers of the early part of the game in that first inning have turned into quite an eerie silence here at Montclair-Kimberley Academy, especially from the third baseline, but even from the first base. Almost like a tension that's building, trying to get through the middle part of this game and into the later innings with a lead. And that's what we're hoping for Pope John here, as the first pitch from Beckett Weeks is a strike. Beckett has pitched well. First inning, no problems, 1, 2, 3. Second and third, he had some jams, but he was able to work out of them. Now the pitch, grounder in the middle, past the shortstop Will Ryan and into center field for a base hit. Number 13, Brooks Barrett, singles up the middle, and the leadoff man on for Montclair-Kimberley. Now the batter, number 7, Shea Avers, first baseman for Montclair-Kimberley. Bottom of the fourth, it's 3-0, Pope John leading. Weeks checks the runner. Here's the pitch, and Barrett goes. Pammy drops it. Throw down, and it hits him in the back. Stolen base for Barrett. Montclair-Kimberley looking to put a run on here in this bottom of the fourth.
Here we go, Vic. Here we go, Vic.
So now Weeks checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Called strike.
Here we go, Beckett. Let's go, defense.
1-1.
Here we go.
Come on, Dave.
Now the pitch by Weeks. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. Ty Avers. On deck for Montclair-Kimberley, Josh Katz. Here's the pitch by Weeks. In the dirt. Gets away from Pammy, and that allows throw into left field, and so now he's going to come home. O'Hara with the throw, and Montclair-Kimberley's going to score their first run of the game. So an errant throw by Pammy on the wild pitch goes past Rakowski and into left field. By the time O'Hara gets it home, Montclair-Kimberley scores their first run. It's now 3-1, Pope John over the Cougars.
Go, reset. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
So now the bases are empty. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Low. 2-2. Weeks wanted that one. Count's full now. No outs. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch by Weeks. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Boy, did Beck and Weeks need that. 1 down. Bottom of the fourth. And now the Lions looking to get out of the rest of this bottom of the fourth without giving up any other runs. It's 3-1 Lions over the Cougars from Montclair-Kimberley. Now the batter, Josh Katz. Here's the pitch. Called strike. If I'm not mistaken, Weeks looks better right now after that run is scored. Looks like he's settled down a bit. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Some high velocity there from the freshman. Here's the 0-2 coming from the, he steps off. On deck, Wes Naruki, the second baseman for Montclair-Kimberley. Weeks delivers off the plate, 1-2. Weeks stepping in front of the mound, wanting to know where that pitch was. Now the 1-2. Inside. 2-2.
Hey, right here. Hey, right here.
Chatter coming from the Montclair-Kimberley dugout, imploring the Cougars to get a runner on here. Here's the pitch by Weeks. In the dirt. Full count now. So Weeks, who had the batter 0-2. Now the count's full on Josh Katz.
Here we go, Beckett. Dig in, buddy. Here we go. We're warmed up.
Bear down, kid. Let's go. Come on, Beckett.
Weeks looks in. Steps off. Now Weeks toes the rubber. Now the pitch. Ball 4. So Weeks loses Katz and a runner on first with 1 down. Now the batter, Wes Naruki. Weeks checks the runner. We got a courtesy there. Josh Katz. He takes off for second. The throw down. He got him. What a throw by Andrew Pammy. And the tag applied. and 2 outs as they get Josh Katz attempting to steal second. A huge out for Pope John. So whereas it worked at the beginning of the inning for Montclair-Kimberley getting the stolen base and getting that run across, this time they roll snake eyes. Foul ball, out of play. 1-1. It's a big out there for Pope John. Getting the second out, still holding a 2-run lead. Now to pitch.
Come on, Beck. Here we go, Beck.
2-1.
Take your time. Here we go, Becky. You got it.
Beckett looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 counts to Naruki.
Fill it up.
On deck for Montclair-Kimberley, Henry Court. Now the pitch by Weeks. In there, called strike 3. A big strikeout by the freshman Beckett Weeks. And he gets out at the bottom of the 4th without any further trouble. Montclair-Kimberley scores once, but Pope John gets a caught stealing at second and a strikeout by the freshman sensation Beckett Weeks. And the Lions escape the 4th. 3-1 Pope John over Montclair-Kimberley. We're going to start up a new feed here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Come on back in about 30 seconds. We'll start up a new feed, and you join us for the top of the 5th right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. 3-1 Pope John as we head to the 5th.